broken and reckless, I got drunk and slept with a stranger I met at a bar. But the next morning, everything changed.
I see. My bride is up.
What the hell is this? Why am I in a wedding dress?
Because you married me last night.
Eric smirks, handing her a document. Emma's eyes widen as she sees her signature.
No, I was drunk. This is a mistake.
Sure enough, Emma was married to him. Suddenly, her gaze fell on the name.
You are Eric Roberts.
Eric nods. Emma's jaw dropped as she looked at him. Eric Roberts, the CEO of Kaleidoscope Entertainment, the most influential man in the U.S. She had only glimpsed him once at a party years ago, but now here he was, Nathan's fiercest rival.
That's right. And now you're Mrs. Roberts.
As Eric dressed himself, Emma shook her head, disbelief clouding her face.
No. This is a mistake. Surely if I was that drunk, this marriage cannot be legal. I will contest it.
You can do that and nullify this marriage, sure. But I would suggest you use this as an opportunity to help yourself.
Excuse me, Mr. Roberts, but I think you have misunderstood me. This is not an opportunity. This is a mistake.
Emma spoke sternly, not ready to back down.
Last night you were crying about your scumbag fiancé. Don't you think this would be the perfect way to get back at him?
The wheels in Emma's mind began to turn as the events of last night replayed. Nathan hadn't just been cheating on her. He had never intended to marry her. He and Amber had used her for their own selfish reasons. Eric was right. This was the perfect way to get her revenge. But doubt still lingered. She had heard all sorts of rumors about Eric Roberts. How dangerous he could be.
All right, Mr. Roberts. I will not try to nullify this marriage. But I have two conditions.
Eric nodded with a smirk on his face.
You need to keep this marriage a secret for now. And second, I don't want you to interfere in my business.
Eric was all impressed by Emma's bold demeanor.
Deal.
He had only ever encountered selfish women, eager to use his power for their gain. Never had he met someone who wanted to keep him a secret. He watched her closely as she awkwardly sat back down, lost in thought, trying to figure out her next step. Then, her phone rang. Nathan. Her screen flashed with 10 missed calls from him.
Emma, where the hell have you been?
Nathan barked through the phone.
I have been looking for you everywhere.
Oh, hey Nathan. I'm sorry. I just went to Lisa's and fell asleep. All good?
She pretended to sound normal, trying to make sense of Nathan's motivations.
You need to tell me. You know it's the day of the Belle Ames show. Amber is hurt. Her foot is swollen. She can't walk the show. I need you to fill in for her.
Bingo. Emma sighed softly. It was as if the universe was orchestrating her revenge. Emma recalled Eric's words, her mind racing as she considered what to do with this newfound opportunity. Belle Ames was a key client for Nathan's company. He knew that if anyone could outdo Amber on the runway, it was her. She sighed softly into the phone, her voice steady as she prepared to respond.
But won't people know it's not Amber? You know how particular Belle Ames is about their contracts.
Don't worry about it. We'll get you a mask. Now get there in 15 minutes or God help me.
With those last words, Nathan ended the call.
I'll get my assistant to get your stuff picked up from your apartment.
Eric's words echoed in Emma's ears as she stood there, processing everything. This was all too strange, too sudden, but she couldn't let herself dwell on that. Her focus narrowed to a single thought. Nathan and Amber had to pay. They had to feel the same humiliation they'd forced upon her. Determined, Emma took a quick shower. She sat down for makeup, ready to step into the spotlight and take back control. Emma arrived at the address Nathan had sent. Amber's assistant, Harry, shot her a cold glare as he handed her the stunning jewelry Belle Ames had chosen for the showstopper. She was ready. Nathan stood backstage, his eyes filled with nervous energy. He didn't realize the storm that was about to hit. Harry handed her a mask. Emma's eyes narrowed. Tonight, everything will change. This was her moment to make them pay.
If this comes off, Emma, my company is as good as finished. Keep it on at all times.
They watched as Emma tied the mask behind her head. She pretended to secure it twice, all while Nathan rushed around, trying to get into position. He gave her a fake thumbs up as the beat dropped. the cue for her to enter the stage. As soon as the spotlight hit her, a collective gasp rippled through the audience. Emma gracefully strutted forward, remembering the highlight of the night, the jewelry, and of course, her revenge. She struck a pose that took the crowd by surprise. Her eyes landed on a familiar face. It was Eric. What was he doing here? He smirked at her, his eyes carefully following her every move as she turned. For a moment, Emma was lost in her performance, the applause ringing in her ears as she reached the center of the stage, preparing to implement her plan. But she couldn't do it. She just couldn't bring herself to ruin the show in such a cruel way. She struck another pose, ready to close the show. But at the last second, the string of her mask got caught in the bracelet on her arm. Emma closed her eyes, all anxious. Emma tried to catch the mask, but it slipped from her grasp, falling to the floor with a clang that echoed through the room. Silence followed. Out of the corner of her eye, she saw Nathan freeze. The room filled with gasps as the crowd took in the sight. Emma stood frozen, the spotlight now fully on her face. The chaos erupted around her as people stood to get a better look, the noise growing louder and louder.
It's not Amber, it's Emma Miller.
Is she trying to steal Amber's show? What an attention whore.
Emma turned, searching desperately for Nathan, but he was nowhere to be found. Emma stands frozen as chaos erupts. People throw things at her, while Amber's fans charge toward the stage. They were relentless, charged with fury, determined to protect their idol's name at all costs.
We won't let you steal Amber's show.
What will happen with Emma? Will the mob be able to get to her? Will this ruin her reputation forever? What will Eric Roberts do when he sees his new bride getting harassed in public? Will he break the deal he made with Emma to protect her? What will Nathan do when he finds out about Eric and Emma's union?
To listen to the full audio series, install the Pocket FM app now.
Pocket FM. Download the app now.